Welcome, Aries. Thanks for joining. This is your love reading. Hello to everybody. I'm Ludus. If you're new, welcome. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy this video. So the couple of cards I pulled out for you guys before starting this was interesting. This energy wants to come back or come to you and risk it all. What's come up is a loud, talkative, confident person. Their big ego or their extrovert personality or something could draw you to them. They could be talking about you, but for most of you, I feel this is the person that you liked, had a crush on, once dated, whatever it may be. They now want to risk it and become lovers. Could be a Gemini energy as well with the Lovers card, or the word lovers, which would lead to a Lovers card. They want to make it up to you. They want a chance. I will make it up to you. Okay, so those three came out after a shuffle, and I was like, okay, let's find out some more. Aries. They could have a D, have it in their name, or it starts with D. There's two Ds here. Okay. A reason why they hadn't come forward sooner may not be what you thought. They would have been devoted to you. There's devotion that is like, you know, out in nature. Like their nature was to be that person you wanted them to be, or at least thought about them being. See, I feel like for some of you, it could be just a crush you had that just blocked or rejected you because it wasn't the time. Or it could be somebody that you've already dated that like left and now wants to return. It's kind of two different scenarios here that keep playing in my head, okay? So we have the fact that money troubles were a big thing. Whether they gambled, whether they lost their job, whether they lied about what they owned, something with money caused them to go on a spiral. Okay, so just say, for instance, I used to give examples a lot, and I sort of stopped. Sometimes I still do. So example, you were with someone and they cheated, and you know, then they were caught out lying about money and what happened, but money was the root of all evil. It started this spiral. Okay, they didn't just go out deliberately to try to hurt you, or you to them. If you're reading this, listening to this, well, you could be reading it with captions, but you know, just lost my train of thought. Ooh, I'm on fire. So if you know, Jesus, they weren't trying to fuck you over, basically. That's what I'm saying. Right, so let's have a look. Gosh, I just feel tired. All right, maybe they've worn you out. That's why I sort of got sleepy. Like their energy. A new person may stir your romantic feelings. So this could be a reason this person wants to come forward because they hear there's somebody else, which is a little bit competitive. For some of you, you may decide that the new love. For some of you, you may decide to work on the previous connection. Split down the middle. Tell me more, tell me more. Boldness. Don't take this lying down. Get up and fight, but fight fair. I think as well when I read that out, right, don't take this lying down. Usually it means like, you know, get up and fight, but I felt like don't just sleep with this person and start it off like that to give them the whole no strings attached thing or something like that. Make them, if you're wanting them, make it a bit more, make them wait for the worth sort of thing. I'm not usually up for that kind of game or things like that, but the energy's saying you just don't want to give in. too soon to this energy. They're loud, they do what they want. The fight will be remembered because of the respect and dignity you bring to the battle, so take it slow. I was just thinking, forgiveness. Trusting yourself is often harder than trusting others. I was told that once in an argument. I was like yelling out and accusing something, and then they're like, you don't trust yourself, that's the problem. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? But then I got the hang of it. In my next relationship, I was like, he was right. Yes, I didn't trust myself, which is why I was so bitter or insecure or lashing out or accusing. Because I went through it with my next partner who did all of that sort of stuff. So I thought he doesn't trust himself. Now I actually get what it means. I'm sure some of you already know what it means, like, what is she talking about? But yeah, I just did not get that at the time. So yeah, be creative about your method in making up with this person, or like when they're coming back, you know, you're gonna have your reading glasses, like a judge looks at you kind of like, oh, look who's fucking made a return. How are you gonna treat me? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, just play it cool and try not to give the booty too soon. Oh, God. Homecoming. This feels very pregnancy or family, homecoming, incubation. It feels like, yeah, something could be bringing you guys together, a child or something for some of you. Okay. Share pets together. They could be wanting to see the pet, or, you know, it's like sad when you split up from a person if you have a pet together or whatever. That's just come with some weird reason. Comment if you do have an animal with someone and you're thinking about them, or you had an animal with someone. This person thinks they're masculine energy. If they're a woman, they're quite tough for a woman. They think that you would never talk, you banish them, like you'll never talk to them again. But they're still going to have the balls to come forward. But they think that. They do think that. So if that's what I guess why the energy was coming up. Like, if you go too easy, then they're like, what was I fucking thinking? Like, that wasn't banished. This is fucking, you know what I mean? Like, this person sounds really cocky, a little bit arrogant. A lot of people will be listening going, oh, that is not what I'm into. Like, as in some people, girls, and going, yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, this person, like, is quite confident and appealing to some. Most, maybe, because they use their looks to get ahead. Or something like that. But there is a secret that needs to be revealed as well coming forward. Whether you have a confession or they do, it's coming. Tell me more for Aries, please. So yeah, the secret's going to make you like just try to stay optimistic and hear the person out, and you may notice some differences in their personality as well. They may have learnt their lesson, they may not have learnt their lesson, but something's going to be different to you. It's going to feel a little bit unfamiliar and make you a little bit on edge. Maybe the secret makes you feel like, what the hell? I don't know, but like there's something there where they're different. Just keep an eye on that. I can't tell you good or bad. I can just sense that there's something where you're going to go. Maybe it could just be something as small as a haircut, or a different hair color, or they wear contacts now. I don't fucking know. But like, there's just something where you kind of go, yeah, it's just a little bit off-putting, because you're like, they never did that before. Why are they all of a sudden into this now? And then you start thinking these things that sometimes Aries people think. Oh yeah, I bet it's the ex-person that they've been sleeping with during not seeing me, because why would they do that unless they do that? It's like when girls go crazy if guys trim down there or something. I don't know. tells me that they get funny and think that they're cheating. I've heard it. So I've heard some friends say that sort of shit before in the past. I'm like, what the fuck is that? How do you know that I'm doing it for you? What the hell? Gosh, I ramble. Oh, crap. So this person could be an air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, which goes well with fire, with Aries. They're finding some info out on you. Okay, so maybe they've found out that there is a new love interest. They know you're something special now, right? B and I could mean something. They could be bisexual. It could just be a letter B or a letter I in the name or a place. That's come up too. Let's look at some regular cards for Aries. It's been interesting. They didn't see what was in front of them before. They see you as marriage material. They don't want you to be single, and they don't want you to be independent. They want to be with you. They don't want you to, they want to look after you. They know they did you wrong, but they're coming back, okay? All these cards tell a story. They were immature. They weren't offering the right type of love in the past. They want to do this right. Right. I don't even need to clarify that. That just made total sense to me. What else do I need to do for you guys? All right, the little cards here. All right. So you went through some turmoil, and your self-worth could have got a little bit thrown out. Okay, so it's gonna maybe you've learned some lessons. That the Hierophant there is all about lessons too, but I feel it's more like they want to be married to you. Letting go and loving yourself. As long as you've worked on that and done that, it should be okay. Right? Just have some self-appreciation, and focusing on self-worth makes it easier to maybe listen and hear this person out. You've healed from heartbreak. You have got that freedom from that toxic relationship. Something tells me this could have a little bit of a red flag in it, but you love red flags. Like, I've done videos on you guys before where you have not minded the bit of Mr. and Mrs. Smith type love. Wedding ring, see what I mean? It's a great reading overall, because I see there is a strong love there, as dysfunctional as it can be at times. It's your love, remember that. So they're returning, Aries, so take care and let me know what happens. Bye for now.